The Berry Cup, it's got a lot of mana, the Berry Cup. Brings out the crowds and brings out the best out of the players. And everybody plays hard when they play for their Berry Cup. We went to Uawa several times to try and get it off them, and even though we were a good team back then, we were one of the strongest teams in the coast competition, we never got it off Uawa. We've held on to it for 2 years. We lifted it off Matakawa. So this is our 3rd year. Hopefully we can hold on to it for the season too. Just to wish the boys luck for this weekend, and it's going to be a strong one. It's going to be a hard game.
Zach Horomia there sharing some history on the Berry Cup. Well, this is it. This is the cup that all the sub-unions up and down the East Coast are after, and it currently resides in Uawa. It has so for the past 2 years. Will it be taking a trip up to Ruatoria this afternoon? We'll find out after today. But first, let's check out the highlights of last week's game, Waikohu and Uawa.
It looks good there. Nearly goes to the line. Must be just a couple out from the line. Maguire now on the wing. Oh, offload! Fantastic offload there from Mr. Maguire. Maguire now on the wing. Oh, offload! Fantastic offload there. As we have the conversion to take place right now. Looks decent. Oh, falls short. Uawa have it though. Uawa have it. They send it wide. They got the numbers. Oh, that looks like a try. Not sure. Looks pretty good though. Layman Davies and Storm Moran, is it? Not sure who had the ball. I think Stormy Moran might have had that ball, and Layman Davies just sort of sumo wrestled him to the try line. Oh no, something's happened. Oh, controversy, whānau, controversy. The try's not been given. Something's happened way back the ref reckons. Again, here we go, nice big run. Oh, and grabbing the dreads. Oh, the old dreadlock grab there. Oh, there's the Waikohu surge for the corner. What a try. Waikohu, length of the field stuff. 1 minute they were sitting in their own try line, thinking there was a try against them. Now they've just scored a try, nearly in the far left-hand corner. Unbelievable stuff. What a game of rugby we got here, whānau. 5-all. You wouldn't read about it, whānau. Waikohu have come to play. Really up to who wants this the most now, whānau. Who wants to take the bull by the scruff of the neck? Who wants to take the bull by the horns? Someone needs to take control as the Waikohu man kicks it. Oh! That was what happened there? Oh, is that full time? That was to win the game actually, that conversion, and he only just missed it. So it looks like five each draw, which means I think, does that mean Uawa holds on, retains the Berry Cup? A draw. Oh, what a great game there, whānau. Fantastic.
Kia ora koutou, ngau mahara mai anō, ki te Berry Cup, ki Uawa domain, coming live on Uawa Live. We're all alive on Uawa Live today. Welcome to the second game for Uawa versus Ruatoria, who are looking ready and embracing the terrible conditions today outside there while they were having a little bit of a warm-up. Just before the ref's going to blow his whistle, and we're going to kick off and into the second game for Uawa in the Berry Cup series. Brilliant game last week, fantastic game against Waikohu, who were unfortunate not to probably go. It was actually a good game last week, 5-all. Was a very good score that showed both teams were working hard anyway. It was a brilliant game. Conditions were way better than today. It's a lot of heavy rain here. A lot of people turned out for the game as the rain is pelting down. The wind's running across from right to left on the field here as I'm facing over at the club rooms over there. Good crowd today again, as I was saying. Everyone's parked up in their cars. Not too many people going to probably jump out of their cars today, I'd say. Only the players out there who are braving the elements I can see today. There's City have a little bit of a throw head out, passing the ball out to their backs, getting nice and warm. Acclimatising. They're acclimatising to the conditions. As Uawa look like they're huddled away in their little cave, waiting to emerge like the beautiful butterfly out of the chrysalis. But anyway, we'll wait to see what happens. So yeah, no more hara mai. Keep watching, stay tuned. Uawa Live. We haven't got any guest speakers today. We're looking for some of you out there. If any of the whānau who are watching from near and far, got some whānau over here, want to come and have a kōrero, no more hara mai. So just a little waiting. Got about how much? A few more minutes before the due kick-off time. Again, not very fine conditions for rugby, although the ground is in pretty good nick. I'd have to say none of the there's a couple of weak patches sort of on the left-hand side here. Could be a little bit of wet over there, but otherwise the ground looks pretty good. If they keep the ball tight, I'd say they'll be trying to keep the ball close in hand today. I wouldn't imagine they'd be trying to spread it too far and wide. Early on, at least, anyway. Oh, I was aroha mai whānau. I didn't even introduce myself to those people watching. My name is Richard Tuaka and I'll be talking you through the game today. A impartial sort of commentator here. I'm not a fan of either side. Nah, not at all. Both sides are good sides, good teams, and I'll look forward to showing my impartiality and no bias to anybody. Although I know more of the Uawa players, it'd be good if we got actually if in the whānau got someone from the Ruatoria City. Anyone know Lorne Goldsmith's number? Give him a ring. Tell him to come over to the commentary box, and he can come and call for Ruatoria there. So we can at least name some of the players. So here we are again. So like I said, any whānau over there, know any Ruatoria players? Come over here, come and give us a list of their names or their aliases, so we can let the right authorities know where they are. 2:31. Oh, looks like a delayed kickoff. The old caterpillar is metamorphosizing inside the cocoon right now, and it looks like it's going to breach the shell and come out very shortly. That's Uawa. Awaiting Uawa. 2:31. Maybe they're a bit short on numbers. Plenty of spectators, maybe we can get some boots on them. Haven't seen Uawa come out yet. Anyway, riveting stuff so far. Rain still pelting down. Alright, any more instructions on the game today? Like I said, should be a close, full game. I'll say City look like they've got a few good looking backs there. They could be able to chance their arm today maybe, even though I said they should probably keep it tight. It shouldn't be getting muddy out there. It actually looks like a really good dry patch, except for the two puddles and actually all those puddles those guys are running through right now. Oh yes, nice hands actually. City looking pretty good early with no opposition. Oh no, he's dropped the ball without anybody in front of him. Hope that's not a precursor of things to come. Right. But at least they're acclimatising, like I said. They might be ready to go before Uawa, who are in their nice little warm man cave. Or they're playing the clever game maybe. Getting out of the elements and waiting to pounce.
Good crowd too.
Yeah, fantastic crowd. Terrific crowd. Obviously they heard good things about last week. It was actually a blinder of a game. It was a terrific game last week. Hopefully we can get something like that again this week. Would be terrific. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like Ruatoria might be showing their hand a bit early. They look like they could be ready to spread it wide. Yeah, that's what I've got to keep all. Don't show too much. Don't show too much, Ruatoria. And wait till the game starts. So this is the second game. If Uawa manage to hold on to retain the cup after today, I think they're taking on Matakawa. What's that? Did I see? Two more challenges after this one. Possibly Wairoa and Matakawa, I thought I saw, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Anyway, sing a song. Sing a song. My voice is fresh from haka practice too. I should sing you one of our songs from our bracket. But I shouldn't, I can't do that though. Can't do that, whānau. We'll have to save that. You'll have to come down to the Tamararo and watch me live again. Instead of listening to me here, you can listen to me sing you a lullaby with te hoko whitu atu. We're taking the stage in Tamararo. Yeah, shout out to all the whānau and te hoko whitu atu. Hey, I hope you guys all got home safely. We had some whānau from Wellington, Auckland, near and far, coming all over the place to reunite, reconnect through Te Hoko Whitu Atu. It was a good wānanga we just had. As I hear Pāriha had a wānanga as well. Not sure about Te Aitanga Hauiti if they had a wā. But I'm sure they'll be all getting prepped up ready for Tamararo. So that should be another good event too. Kapahaka resurfacing again as a very strong force up the east coast. Again, still not sure what's happening, although, can I see a referee? I see a referee, so it's not the referee we're waiting for. Maybe it's the touch judges. You don't need touch judges, you've got about 100 on each side. 100 touch judges on this side anyway. They'll let you know the old call of the touch judges will happen around here, the beeping of the horns to let them know that they think the ball was out. Or that was a splendid try. Oh yeah, there we go. So true. Shout out to the Tolaga Bay Fire Brigade, and they brought over their St. John's ambulance vehicle, just in case there's any head knocks and head concussions and broken bones, broken knees, broken toes, any emergency pregnancies that need to be delivered. Anybody feeling any priggy pains, just give us a call. St. John's is just I can probably run over there in a minute or two at least. So shout out to all the people who came today. Fantastic turnout. Everyone's waiting in bated anticipation. Waiting for... Oh, we got some huckers and stalwarts over here, kids. They're ready to... Who you fellas supporting?
Uawa.
Uawa. Uawa. Oh, too much. What about Ruatoria? Who do you think's going to win the game?
Ruatoria.
Too much there. Yeah, look. Tupnukunuku, there's your son. He's not even backing your team. So they should do well. Hopefully they got all their coast players back at Uawa. And I see the few that Coast Wizards are Neihan Rātai. Hopefully for City. Too much for Ruatoria to get a team together anyway. I know they had a few troubles up there, the whānau. Hopefully they can sort all of that sort of stuff out. But anyway, they got a team. They're here. They're ready to do business. Ready to see if they can take old Uncle Barry for hikoi up the road. See if they can take him up to Ruatoria. As I was saying, there's 94 years in the Barry Cup. We've been having the Barry Cup. And it's really come back to life in the last couple of years. I think Wairoa, I believe, had a stranglehold on it for a while there. Matakawa's had a good turn at having it for a while. Now it seems like Uawa trying to make its home in Uawa. Uawa, I think they've done pretty well actually. 2 years now that I think they've held the Barry Cup. I think this is their third year coming into it. So they've done really well to hold on to it. They obviously they've lost a few players over those years though, but have been able to stay strong. Haven't got their normal 30 or 40 players on the sideline. A couple of questions coming up about the rules for the Barry Cup. As I understand it, the holders of the Barry Cup can choose how to play the game, so that's rolling subs and stuff like that. They can choose how they want the game to roll. In regards to substitutions, they can't determine who's going to win it. But and as the rules state again, if there's a draw, Uawa retain the cup. So, like last week, it was a fantastic game again. Like I said, 5-5, and they retained the cup. There was a little bit of confusion around the crowd though. Some people thought they had lost it. Some people thought we should have gone into extra time. Perhaps that's another one of those rules that teams can decide whether they have extra time or not. It would have been great to see another extra 10 minutes in that game anyway. That was such a riveting game to be a part of. So I think that's maybe something they want to consider in the future, having some sort of extra time for the Barry Cup. In case of draws, it was sort of a little bit of a letdown, but you couldn't take it away from either of those teams. Both actually deserved the win. Both of them worked equally hard to sort of play as best they could, harden up the guts, and they had good hands out wide, especially Waikohu last week. They had some devastating pace out wide, some very mercurial sort of dances in the back line there. Okay, not too sure if that'll happen today. As the ref blows his whistle to call the teams out. And here they're coming. Or there's someone coming. Someone's coming. No, there's a little bit of holding off. Trying to get the last little bit of cuddles in the changing room there. Whacking each other on the back. Charging each other up in the changing rooms there. Oh, right. Looks like Ruatoria could be down a couple of players. So any fellas, if you're watching on your phones in the cars, if you're watching on your iPads in your cars, if you got your boots, come down Ruatoria United, or no, not United, Ruatoria. Oh, as Uawa emerge from the cocoon like a beautiful butterfly. There they are, blue and blue there. Uawa. Oh no, it looks like Charlie Harrison. Charlie Harrison's made a big turn out. Oh no, they look like they got their numbers, Ruatoria. They didn't look too bad there. Oh, a couple of old stalwarts there. Graham Walker, I thought I just saw him popping his grey-haired dome into the circle. But still got the skills, I must say. I saw Graham a couple of weeks back playing. He's still sharp. Still got it, even though he looks probably 60, 70. He runs like a 20-year-old. All right there, Nigel.
Hey, get out of the field. You're going to walk the field.
All right, Zach Cordomir comes over here too beside me. All right there, Zach.
Cowboy.
What's your predictions for today, Zach?
Oh, yeah, no. Be us again, I think.
Yeah. Got a full team,
Yeah, we got a good strong line up there.
Oh, yeah.
Strong line up, yeah.
Not too much. Well, same sort of unchanged from last week, is it?
Yeah. Probably a slightly different back line, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Different back line. I think Chris Richardson's playing first five.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haley's at halfback.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sweet. Not too much, Zach.
Calvin's second five.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be first. No, Calvin's first. Sorry, he's number 10.
First five.
Calvin's wearing number 10.
Oh, yeah. Calvin Green.
Danger's back at halfback.
Chris at halfback, did you say?
Chris Richardson?
Richardson. Chris Richardson. Is that Sam Parks looking like it as Uawa kicked off and City looked to return it back up the field. Nice actually kick down the sideline there as Harley Phillips sort of regathers it and feeds it inside to BJ Sydney as he runs up the middle of the field with Ruatoria. Oh, nice tackle there from the Ruatoria back line there, number 11 Ruatoria, as Harley Phillips picks and goes again. And his trademark moves there, as we come to the back of the ruck there, and it's been hit up again by the lock forward. As the Uawa pile over the top, and there we go, Davison out to the first 5, out to Newbley in the middle there, gets met with 2 strong tackles there. Colin Scudder, look at the grey old beard dragging out there. As Uawa dropped the ball back, and Ruatoria pushed through. Charlie Harris through the middle, Uawa through the middle. First 5, lovely run, step inside, out to the winger. Great play. Is he going to score? Yes. Beautiful try there from Uawa in the opening minutes. I take that all back about just sort of some close quarter stuff. It looks like we're going to spread the ball in the conditions. Some beautiful hands there. Some great work from the number 10 there for, what was his name again, Zach? Calvin Green.
Calvin Smith.
Oh, Smith, sorry there. Calvin Smith. It's Calvin Smith doing a great run there. Right through the middle of the Ruatoria sort of players there. To feed the winger. Who was our winger? I was there to Pihi Fairley on the wing. Don't get comfortable in that jersey, to Pihi. It doesn't suit you. Hey. That jersey doesn't suit you, Fairley. You better come back to Toko. Well, we want to see you next year. We want to see that guy over there in Ruatoria jersey back next year too. A bit of Colin Scudder there. We might see a bit of old school coming out through there. They've got a few old dogs in there. Logan there too. As they're pushing for, Punna Manuel. Punna Manuel was one of the teachers inspiring men of the year. Was a nominee. As Harley Phillips regathers the ball straight up the middle. Colin Scudder brushes off one tackle as the second one gets him, and Scudder from behind there. As Uawa feed it out, is it Crawford? Grabs it, takes the nice hit up the Davidson, comes out the back. Nice dummy, looks to break through the line as Scudder comes over the top. Uawa secure the ball, Nāmara into Newbley. Nice tackle there from the Ruatoria forwards there as he sets it up, as Blue sets it up, and a chip over the top as Sydney through the middle. Good regather and pass inside. Lost ball there. It looks like a lost forward there, but looking to play some good rugby there. Uawa carrying on the form they showed last week. Looks like they just picked up from where they left off, really, Uawa. Ruatoria will have to sort of gather their forces and try and block up some of those holes that they seem to be running through, just making them sort of just slipping off tackles there a little bit. A couple of the Ruatoria players, if they can tighten up there, we should see a bit of a better contest because what's happening than what we're seeing right now. It looks like Uawa was sort of strong early on, putting all the pressure on Ruatoria. Ruatoria will need to sort of get their hands on the ball, have a good couple of runs, sort of get some momentum and gain some confidence, and start really attacking and getting into this game. It's always hard though. I hear they were shorter numbers to start, so they sort of plays with your sort of mind tricks here as they sort of look to kick out of their own half. Not a very good kick as Stormy Moran sort of gathers the ball, runs up the sideline to Ruatoria, misses the first one, steps through the second one. Nice sort of little jinking tiptoe dancing queen styles there from Stormy Moran. It looked like a big setup there too. Good hands from the Uawa team. As a little bit of a lazy sort of flick out the back there from Davies. As Kernahan sort of looks like he was on the dance floor still from last night. There's a little bit of a sidestep there. As they spread it out wide, as it skids across the ground now. Is there Whakataka out there? He loses the ball, whoever it is, they go through, they regather again. Nice, that's to Pihi Fairley. Head down, mongrel up, taking about 3 men to get him down. That's a good Toko man there. No bias. So guys, Ruatoria have won the ball now, and they spread it out. There was a good turnover there from Ruatoria. As they put a Bishop, takes the ball up. It's sort of trying to hold him up there, Uawa. But they've secured the ball and they've actually won a penalty there. Ruatoria, I suspect, have won a penalty, yes. Couldn't quite see what that was for, but possibly holding on there. Looked like Harley Phillips was just lying around on the ground, just being a nuisance of himself around the ruck area there. Don't question the ref, Harley. Get back there. Oh no, it's the other way around. Must have been holding on. I take that back, Harley. I'll take that back. Sorry, it must have been my likely suspect over there for Ruatoria would have to be Colin Scudder for that infringement. Even though he probably wasn't even anywhere near it, I'll still pick him out as the likely culprit for the infringement. As Uawa go right down on the 5 metre line of Ruatoria's try line. We're looking again to attack. So the score, did they get that conversion over? No, I don't think so. It was from out wide. Judging on the kicking from last week, I'd say that it was 5-0 at the moment. 5-0 Uawa versus Ruatoria City as they go into the line out. As Kernahan looks to take it from the line out, down to the halfback Davison, out to first 5. Nice runners off the first 5 there. Phillips again, they set up the ball. Some good play here from Uawa early on. A nice little dummy fake and pass out to the back to the right side there. Namara hits it up, takes 2 men to get him down. As Uawa secure the ball again and looking to feed it out to the backs. Oh no, they're going to go straight up the middle there. They thought they had a chance there. Someone saw an opportunity there to go up the guts. As possibly could have been the wrong decision. They've conceded a penalty. So possibly the wrong decision there. They could have had the numbers out wide. They could have probably passed it with the handling they've been showing so far early on in this game. They should have probably given a chance their arm, flung it out, tried for that left-hand corner. So as we Ruatoria on about the 10-metre line inside their half, going up for the ball. Good contest there from the Uawa team, but Ruatoria have secured it. It's a nice cut in, 1-2-3 cut. Sort of there from Ruatoria as Harrison directs play over there, getting runners ready. A nice strong hit up there from Ruatoria. Again, I think they've holding on. Holding on. Not releasing the ball as they take a quick tap, and he loses it a little bit forward. I sort of kicked it forward, didn't actually drop it, as the first 5 looks too clever for some of the players. During the miracle pause, he looks a little bit reminiscent of Lema Sopwanga. Trying to throw some of those inside balls. As Uawa, actually nice strong work there, but they blew way too far, I think. Possibly they I thought they blew out too far there. But the 7 was entitled to sort of grab that ball, but hey, here we go again. Uawa looking to play at pace. As Harley Phillips inside ball. Did he drop it? Looked like a bit uncontrolled there. Didn't look too good as Ruatoria have regained the ball again. Good work from Ruatoria there as they spread it out wide. It doesn't look like they got too many kickers out there. They want to run it. They're trying to run it. Brave stuff there from Ruatoria. Brave stuff trying to run it out of their own goal line, more or less. Possibly didn't have anybody who could kick that ball. All their kickers look like they're all out on the other side. Anyway, so that was very brave. So now actually Uawa's ended up with the ball. And they're ready to attack again. So in a very good position again, Uawa, to show they could go either side here. But 3 on both sides now, so they split their backs nicely, sort of draw in Ruatoria players. My guess, if I had to say, number 8 going left, feeding the halfback, with a miss pass out to the wing, try time. Or they're going to go short side, and Tepihi Fairley's just going to put his head down and run. Short side, and then Tepihi Fairley, head down, Tepihi Fairley. And he's lost that ball, just lost the ball. Nice strong run there from Tepihi Fairley. See, I was obviously half right there. Half right, Tepihi Fairley, head down. It was a 8-9, sorry. 8-9 off the back of the scrum to feed Tepihi Fairley. He took it nearly to the try line, but just lost control as he was trying to pass it out. As Ruatoria regained the line out. Good work from Ruatoria, but they're holding up the halfback there. Not releasing, I don't think. Not coming back. Incorrect entry, I think the ref was signalling. Incorrect entry from the Uawa players there. Awarding a penalty to Ruatoria. Right on their try line, releasing the pressure. All the pressure's off them now, as long as they can get a good kick out. they'll be happy. Oh, that's a nice clearance there. Nice clearance there from Ruatoria. Oh, not nice enough maybe. Just on about the 15 metres still inside their half. Ruatoria still on it, so they have the ball. Good chance for the sort of probably, I don't know, kick it downfield, give themselves a little bit of break, I reckon, but we'll see what they do. Let's see what they think. As they were ready. Uawa backs lined up ready. Both teams ready to sort of play good rugby actually. So nice contest in the lineouts there. Having to slap it back though, Ruatoria. Nice work from Charlie Harrison there. Still got it, old Charlie Harrison. I don't know how many games he played this year, but well, I don't think there was too many, but looks like he still got it, eh? So as they kick it downfield, Stormy Moran inside his half now, into Harley Phillips, who, oh no, he passes it. I was just about to say, probably put his head down too. BJ Sydney kicks for the corners. Nice kick too. Oh, as Ruatoria take it out. Oh, and he's fumbled it. Is that Ruatoria? Yes, I think, oh, not too good there. Might have been still a bit groggy from the flight home from the East Coast game yesterday. Not sure how the East Coast went. How did the East Coast go, Zach, yesterday?
30-16.
Pardon?
30-16.
30-16. And who did they play yesterday?
Wherever.
Wow, whited up a bush. Oh, that's not too bad. 36-16. Must be making small steps there, the East Coast. As we sort of have a little bit of stoppage in play. Going terrible. Not the best conditions to be playing rugby in, but these guys are chancing their arm. So all hats off to them. They're doing a pretty good job. Not too many errors considering. Yeah. So. As we wait, what's going on over there? There might be a possible injury over there.
What about the paper?
But anyway, so wind's starting to pick up a bit. It's blowing from south to north. Does that make it a northerly or does that make it a southerly? Northerly because it's going north, southerly because it's coming from the south. I'm not too sure. Not a weatherman. Again, like I said, not really a commentator. As Uawa get the ball and look like to break down the sideline there. They feed inside to one of the backs. Is there good support from Uawa as they spread it wide. They've got numbers across the park and they try to go up the middle, and they do. And they do.
Harley.
Nice up the middle there.
Oh no, Justin Allen.
Justin Allen up the guts through the middle when it looked all money to spread it wide, and he caught them all asleep, snuck through the little hole.
Too much blue.
Big fella like that for a little hole. Not sure how that happened, but it happened, and they come up with a try. 10-0 Uawa over Ruatoria so far, with the kick to come. Not the best conditions. My money's on a miss. Just putting it out there. 30-50. Anyone want to bet there? Bet. I got your next point if it goes over. Oh yeah! I called it. I'm the.
I'll get you a stop.
There you go.
There's some betting going on.
That was a close call too. Nearly cost me $5. Alright. But I think that was pretty safe looking at the conditions. The quality of the kicking last week was atrocious. Just as bad as the conditions today.
I'll say, eh?
But the rugby was great. As they Ruatoria kick off again into the Uawa. Oh no, nice kick. Well judged. Not quite well judged from the Mamara there. Just left it. Thought it was going to go over the sideline. But it didn't. Just bounced nicely for Ruatoria. Now the first time inside Uawa half, I think. This is and they won't really get the ball. They want to really put some pressure on. Harley Phillips out on the backside. I sort of put money on that he's going to sort of hit that. And on $5 on that bet too. Oh, here it goes. Look, he's not going to pass it. He's going to. Oh, nice tackle though from Ruatoria as they pile over. That was a very good tackle as Davison kicks it through. Nice kick there. Graham Walker at the back there. Just puts it down. Oh, it slides in. Nice regather there from Mr. Walker as Ruatoria secure the ball. Nehana sort of guiding troops there. Sort of spreading everybody wide. Nice run out. That was Bishop up the middle there. And Harrison, we get the ball. Nice retention of the ball so far for Ruatoria. Oh, Davies looks like he flopped down on that. That looked like the big jellyfish belly flop, sort of jumping down on that one. Didn't even maintain his feet. There should be an advantage, I would say, for that last play there. But Ruatoria sort of wanting to sort of just take it up the guts for now. Some nice work from Ruatoria though, retaining the ball, just keeping it in close quarters as they look to spread it wide now. So see what they can do out wide. Another walker out there, is it? Oh, they've lost the ball actually right on the wing. It is quite slippery, that's why I said it would be hard to sort of chance your arm in these conditions. That ball's going to be like a bar of soap. Except you want to pick this one up, not like the one you want in prison.
What's that?
It was a lost ball from Ruatoria there. Uawa gonna have a scrum. Pretty much on the 10-metre line inside the Ruatoria half. Again, as I said, both teams looking to actually spread it quite early on. With just a nice small phase there from Ruatoria, sort of just rumbling it up the sideline there, the tram lines. As Uawa will have an interesting formation there. Looks like sort of two inside runners there to Pihi Fairley, sort of an interesting formation. See what they're gonna, what's in their bag of tricks here. And it's just going to go to Feely, I think. Oh, no. And the dummy runners to Sydney, who chips ahead. Charged down a little bit, semi-charged down from Ruatoria as it goes into touch, and that'll be Uawa ball. So, a few mistakes sort of hurting Ruatoria at the moment. They're not, they've got to tidy up all of those mistakes. Uawa's let them off the hook a little bit too from time to time, but they're just putting all the pressure on themselves. Unforced errors. So if they can fix that up, to be expected though, it is pretty terrible again, like I said. Wind and rain coming down. As they feed it into the line out now. Oh, he loses the ball, just an indication of how wet and slippery it is out there. And that's a lost forward from Uawa, scrum down Ruatoria. And they'll look to just probably clear this from the scrum. Get downtown. See if they got some likely kickers over there, ground walkers over there by the sideline. Still got a bit of kicking juice in those legs there, ground walker. Some keen Uawa supporters here have exited their cars and come on the sideline. As Uawa put on a good scrum actually. Ruatoria have just managed to hold their ball. Oh no, penalty there. Ref was given a penalty, not sure why. Saying pulling down, looked like it was the action he was gesturing there, pulling down the scrum. Uawa will have a penalty. Oh no, scrum, sorry. No, just falling down must have been. Sorry for me. A lot of pressure in that scrum. Uawa will look to obviously want to steady that scrum, get a nice good set a good platform for their backs. What's my call this time? Ooh, hard call here. I'd say they're going to go blindside. He's going blindside. I just saw the sneaky look there. 8-9 blind. Oh no, they've switched now. Audible. They've changed it. Get it out now and say, Mr. Phillips. And he does. He takes it up. Oh, nice tackle there from Ruatoria whānau. As Uawa look to clear it up. Oh, nice charge there from Nāmara. Good tackle there. They've pulled up short. He looks like a metre out. Can't be too far away. Oh, they're right there. Uawa trying to penetrate the line. As they sort of held up there a little bit right on the goalpost. Who's going to get it? So everybody wants it. Is that Paranihi?
Let's go, Para!
Come on, get out to these fellas.
Trying to use their huge frame to get over the line there in the short distance, Para. Oh, is that a try? Not sure.
No, held up.
Held up there, right on the line. Some good solid defense from Ruatoria. Some pride in their line. That's what you like to see, putting up a fight. Hey, nobody crosses here. You shall not pass. Handy towel. Oh, look at this guy. Ever got a shot at this guy? He bleeds for Uawa. Look at him. He bleeds. Or was that one of your Was that how hard you were sort of pointing at them? Oh. As Uawa's scrum again, 8 off the back, 9. Oh, trying to get quick hands as Sydney sort of picks it up. Good defense again from Ruatoria as they sort of Uawa secures the ball. Oh, looked very good. Good work from Graham Walker there, showing his age, right, and his years of experience coming through there. He was able to regather that ball. Went straight down on the man, gave the man space to release the ball. He did not. He pounced, grabbed, got the penalty. Now Uawa are forced to come back towards their half as the ball does some damage to some cars on the sideline here. Here we are, so Ruatoria ball, sorry. On there, just outside their 10-metre line now. As they're going up. Oh, a little bit of a dummy fake there. Oh, you can't do that, sorry boys. There's a free kick. The ref looks as Uawa, clear it out. Phillips got the ball now in the middle of the field as he piles, as Uawa pile over, and they got good numbers both sides actually, so they're running to the left now as 22, not sure who that was, sort of takes the ball up as they bring it back again. As Phillips again in the middle, waiting in the middle as Paranihi. The wrecking ball was up the middle. They're throwing their major artillery into the front lines there as the first 5 jinx. Kernahan close to the line. Kernahan, and he pops it up for who's that? Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Oh no, held up there. That looks held up. I can see that from here. You can see that. So great defense again from Ruatoria. Really defending well. There was Michael Chambers there who fell short. Just got held up there by the last sort of red tackler there. Was brilliant defense there from Ruatoria. Some good solid running from Uawa though. But they just can't seem to break this great defense of the Ruatoria troops there. Defending their line. Defending the honour of Ruatoria. There they go, Uawa feed. Nice shove there from Ruatoria this time as they managed to regather it though, and they put good pressure on Ruatoria as they push right through. I thought there might have been a knock on there, but no, as Uawa seemed to manage to hold on to it. Oh yes, but they've been given a penalty, is it, or knock on? Not sure. So we're going to have a scrum down. Can't see the ref's arms at the moment, but I thought there was a sort of loss from Uawa, so it should be Ruatoria ball. Again, just having some good defense, excellent pressure there from the Ruatoria players. I know Uawa have maintained it, sorry. I was pretty lucky that they were able to do that. Ruatoria was really putting the acid on them. Oh, and they've actually got a penalty now. Very good. Oh, that's Para. That's Para, the wrecking ball. He knows how to carry deers, pigs, sheep, anything you got. You just got to work out the technicalities of scrummaging. He's a beast of a man. Look at him. What a... As Ruatoria kick it to touch. They're on there, sort of just outside their 22 now, Ruatoria. So again, good defense. They're doing really well, Ruatoria, on the defense lately. Aside from letting in those 2 tries. They've really muscled up now as Graham Walker goes to look to get some repairs, I think. Some creaky old bones here. Look, he's done his 10-minute dash. He's done plenty of time for Ruatoria, so you've got to give him a little bit of a break. So here we are, line out, Ruatoria ball. Ruatoria looking to sort of, haven't been able to get out of their half, really. They've been pretty much camped inside their own half. 2 tries have been conceded. We're 10-0. Uawa. So yeah, not too many chances there. So the wind in their faces as well. So it's going to be extra hard. So they're working hard this first half. If they can keep the points down, it should sort of bode well for the second half as they get it in now. Nice throw and gather from Ruatoria as they spread it wide now. Up the middle. Ruatoria, nice run there from the centre over there. Good work. Ruatoria have cleared out there nicely. Then re-gathered the ball. Again out their hands to the right. Oh, another drop ball as Uawa pounce on it and receive the steam through. And good hands out there. First 5 again. Smith, is it? Forgotten his name already. Charges up there. Uawa get the ball again as he chips over the back there, turning the players around. Good ploy there from the Uawa first 5 as Ruatoria regather slides into the try line. So I'd say there'll be a 5-metre scrum. Uawa ball. Desperation there on defence. The Ruatoria man had no other choice really than other to slide on top of that ball and take it into the goal area. So again, Uawa with all the momentum, all the go forward. Right on the 20, inside the 22 now, right in front of the post. 8-9 going to go. That's their go-to move. I know. Yeah, 8-9 again. That's it. 8-9, easy go-to move. Told you. Ruatoria will want to watch that. They've just done 8-9s every scrum. They might want to sort of. You should be able to read that by now. All right, but very good. Well worked though. Still got to score. You still got to do the work though. Can read it all you like. Still got to put in the good defense. So good work there from Harley Phillips again. So it was a very good try. Good try from Harley Phillips. Oh no, set up for who scored the try?
10.
Stewart. Someone says Stewart. Tuffield Stewart. Oh, Tuffield Stewart. So it's not the Smith that you were talking about. Kelvin Smith or Tuffield Smith? Or Tuffield? Yeah. Yes. Too much para. Flex those big massive calves. Look at the size of it. The man mountain right in front of us. One shot he can fill the whole frame. Camera frame. As Ruatoria look to kick back in. If they put some pressure on, they might be able to stay down in Uawa. Uawa clear it out. They're looking. Oh no, he's going to kick it upfield. Nice kick. Looks like they've got a better boot this week though. Actually, Uawa. That's a beautiful kick right down into the Ruatoria line as he kicks it upfield. Stays inside play. Is that number 22 there for Uawa? Has a nice solid run, but it's sort of a little bit of a lazy pass there. Didn't really look where he was passing, and it resulted in a forward pass there. So a little bit of sad effort there on the wing there for that pass. Nice run, just the final execution. It's that skill set we talked about last week. Skill set. Trust in your skill set, but no look passes. Look where you target us. Identify your target, like getting a gun license. Identify your target before you shoot. There's Uawa putting pressure on again. But here we go. Ruatoria, nice scrum there from Uawa, driving them back. Harrison holds on to the ball, evades a couple of would-be tacklers there as Ruatoria pile over the top again and awarded a penalty. Must be hands on the ground, not supporting their own weight there from Uawa. It looks like Te Atapo Kirikiri does, I think might have been the culprit for that one, shaking his head off there. Wasn't me, sir, wasn't me. There's Ruatoria. Again being let off the hook for a small judgment of error. Error in judgment, sorry. Error in judgment. So, Ruatoria working their way out of there. They're having to really work hard to get out of their own half, Ruatoria. So they're jinking everywhere on their lineouts, but they've got it worked out now. So those last lineouts were good as they run it up through the middle now, holding on to the ball well in the middle there as Uawa sort of lazily flopped down on it. It might have been an advantage. No, as they chip it over the top, going right through the middle, splashes in one of the puddles. Whakataka out to Sydney, who boots it downfield, back over into the Ruatoria half. They can't seem to get out as Ratahi brings it forward. He does another boot back into the centre of the field. And they'll just go, and nearly a mistake there from Uawa. That's probably what they were looking for in the wet conditions. Oh, so nice play really in the end. Fortunate for Ruatoria, this is their first real attacking chance inside the Uawa half. See if they've got the goods to go all the way now. This is their best chance they've had all in this first half anyway. Ideal position again, centre field, just outside the 22. Good attacking opportunity there for Ruatoria. I'm going to call this one again, I think too. Oh, Rate looks like he's on this side, ready to eye up the left. I don't think they're going to come this way. I think they're going to probably go to the right side there, the far side there. They're looking to do a bit of a, I think it'll be first 5, dummy cut second, out to the wing. Or if they can secure the ball and Harrison feeds it out. Let's see, no, yes, dummy cut. Oh, but he dummy cut into himself. Oh, he dummied himself and his teammates. And they're losing confidence now and losing the ball. Oh no, they've been given a penalty. Uawa infringed there. Oh, kicking it through. Referee's indicating a bit of a kick through. Well, unless that's his moves that he does on the dance floor. He's just got a bit of a snake in his boots. Oh, Ruatoria, not a very good kick. He's kicked it dead, in fact. And that should result in a scrum back. Scrum back for Uawa. Or 22. Is it 22? I'm sure it should be a scrum back. Not. They're questioning the ref. They're all asking for a scrum back. Ref looking a bit snowy on the top. Must have been in the game for a few years now, that ref.
You know.
Well, they ran out of refs and asked old uncle to come and do a game. Uawa ball now. So I think some questioning going on there. I'm sure he's not official AR, is he? Or is he?
Yeah, got a flag.
He's got a flag. That makes him official. Nigel's got a flag too. I got a flag at home. That makes me official. I should go grab my one. Anyone with a flag is an official today. It's Uawa. We'll probably most likely punt this right downfield, push Ruatoria back again. It's actually a little bit closer than what the scoreboard reflects. As Phillips charges up the field, hardly a hand laid on him, he offloads. Oh, as they drop it, the mistakes there costing Uawa, or costing them chances anyway for tries. There was a great bust up the middle there, Harley Phillips, nobody wanted to tackle him. Then good offload into the arms of Parks. Was it Ben Parks?
Yeah.
He fumbled in the last hurdle. Well, not the last hurdle. Just wet conditions, just terrible conditions. Trying to chance their arm, probably a little bit too much, forcing the pass a little bit too much.
Tackle, got caught in the tackle.
Hey, should just take the tackle, take the hit, wait for your support. Know what your skill set is as well. Got to know what your skills are. If you know you can't offload, don't offload. As Ruatoria take the ball. Nice little chip through. Just trying to turn the Uawa backs around. Give themselves a little bit of breather. They've been working pretty hard actually, Ruatoria, for not much gain. As we line up. Again, excellent crowd. Looks like some people still coming in. Capacity crowd. Capacity where capacity. This is it. We can only fit like 300 cars. As Ruatoria rumble it up the middle. Nice strong surge there from Ruatoria. They got some runners looking ready to run anyway. Looking ready to run. As they tries to keep blue hands in there. As Harrison clears Scuddo up the middle. He brushes off his worker there. I'm sure he'll be saying, Mike Chambers, get out of the way or you're sacked. You're not working. Oh no, wrong farm, is it? Good opportunity there to get one up over on your boss there, Mike Chambers. I know Charlie Harrison feeds it quickly for Ruatoria, who are keen to run now, feeling energised that they're in the Uawa half for the second time now. See if they can make better with it, much better sort of effort already. They pile over, they're just looking for some runners, secure ball, nice secure ball, get the support behind them. Oh, another little mistake there, possibly back, no. Refs judged it forward, unfortunate there. Wasn't trying to get the ball, just happened to knock it down over the hands, it looked like. Looked like he was just going in to support the play and just happened to time it. So, unfortunate error there for Ruatoria, who looked on attack and looked fired up to sort of do something with it. And the ball's back in Uawa's court again. So Uawa actually quite comfortable, in a comfortable position. They're having a scrum on their 22 though. They've got the wind at their back, so kick it downfield. Oh, nice little chip and chase. This guy looks just like Sopawanga. I'm going to call him Sopawanga. Oh, it's Rata. He misses. Fairly to Pihi, fairly. Some unbiased calls there, saying he didn't even touch that ref. I didn't touch that ref. He touched that. That was a lost forward there, sorry, to Pihi.
Good Uawa, I mean.
Good run though again from Uawa. Nice little play from the first five there. He's showing some good skills there, the first five for Uawa. Nice little control of the ball. Foot-eye coordination. Fantastic. Like I said, reminiscent a little bit of a Sopawanga. It looks a little bit like fade away in the old haircut there. Tamoko on the calf. Different colour boots. Brown skin. As we're waiting the ball, no, just waiting for the ref. And the shoelaces have come undone there. And Uawa looking to make a substitution. Here's another peaky fella here. It's old Kiriyama. Mr. Blackman. Mr. Blackman comes back in. Makes a re-entry to Uawa rugby. You know, Blackman's been out for a little while there. Haven't seen him traipsing around for a while. As Ruatoria feed into the scrum. Harrison feeds. It's a little bit messy, but they're going to the blind side. The referee was a little bit in the way there. As their winger chips it down over the top there. Not a bad little kick there, put pressure on. BJ Sydney cleans that up not too badly. As the winger, so he slips out at one tackle, feeds it right in field. And he's got a lot of field in there, a lot of weight room to move. There's Tapihi Fairley now has it. And that looked like a forward pass there. So another error there from Uawa. A little bit forward. A little bit forward. Oh, that was a wee forward. It was American football forward. So again, just a little bit of lack of skills there. Or just trying to push it too much in the conditions. They got the wind on their back, so again, that's probably the reason why Tapihi went forward. He was storming like a freight train, wind at his back, blew the ball forward from his hands. That's the only reasoning that Tokyo Man would pass forward. Alright, anyway. Ruatoria, good attacking opportunity again. As they fling it out wide, and they're going to go centre. No, the dummies. Oh, a little bit poor execution as Feely's looking to make up for his last error as he charges through, showing his pace now. All he has to beat are the Uawa. He's just going to beat the other Uawa players. Who wants it? Who wants it? And it's the Pihi Feely. Oh, nice try. Nice sort of pressure on the Ruatoria backs. They sort of mucked it up for themselves, actually. A bit of a high ball pass there to the centre combination, and they dropped the ball, allowing Pihi Feely to sort of come through, lurch through like a lurching monster, and then show his pace and turn into the racehorse that we know he is, the thoroughbred, to kick it through. 15-0. He charged that down. He only had Uawa, it was all Uawa colours chasing their ball back. The red machine has been worn down. Especially once you get your back turned like that, it's hard to sort of turn around and see 3-4 Uawa players in front of you chasing the ball down. $2 he gets it. Who wants to bet? Somebody's betting me again. It's a bit closer, but he hasn't got any yet. So I'm going to say, nah, I think he's going to get this one. I'm pretty sure he's going to get this one. $2 he gets it. Yeah, again. I cannot lose. 15-0. Oh, 17. 17-0 now. Not quite reflective of the game itself. Uawa have done some good opportunities though, but Ruatoria have defended stoutly. So anyway, we'll see you after the break. 17-0. Uawa over Ruatoria. Kia ora koutou, anō nau mai hoki mai. Coming into the second half of the Barry Cup here, Uawa versus Ruatoria. Sort of a good first half there, 17-0. Well, not many opportunities really for Ruatoria in that first half. They got the wind on the backs, although the wind seems to have died down now. That's usually what happens. Oh, so Ruatoria is sort of in just the rain that's just falling straight down now. Softest rain. Kick through to Uawa. Ben Parks looks like over there. Steamrolls himself into the opposition. As Crawford, nice offload to Kirikiri. Te Atapo there, sort of nice little ball given to him as the halfback box kicks it back, turns the Ruatoria defence around. As it looks like nobody wants it from Ruatoria. Uawa will come out energised in the second half so far. Good chase, kick and chase there as they win it again out to the first five there. I can't remember what his name is, Smith I think there. As it hits a puddle there as Ruatoria look to regather. Two men straight on him. It looked like that could probably have been a penalty there, going straight down on top of the man. You've got to let the man get up there, not allowed to go dive straight on people anymore. Tepihi, who's that? Tepihi Fairley claiming ignorance there, innocence and ignorance. Gone without the headgear. He's changed his jersey number, has he? Doesn't want us to recognise him. We still know who you are, Tepihi. There's a line out to Ruatoria on their 22, on their 10 metre, just on outside their 10 metre line. So they'll be wise to use the kick it downfield as far as they can, try to plug those corners, just to sort of get themselves in the position to attack. So to put pressure, turn them around. Although they look like they could be lined up to sort of run it there. Oh, Punda Manuel's gone up the back there, sort of sneaking around the back as a fullback now. They're looking to do something here. He's lost it forward actually as Blackman comes around. Nice strong tackle there from two Ruatoria defenders. Nice hit up though as Parks gets it now and passes it out to Headgear. Headgear takes a nice drive and getting well supported there from the Uawa forwards there as they recycle their ball and out to the backs again. Sapuanga passes it out to Fairley steamrolls over a couple, gets up again, but not this time. Did not release the ball, I has to guess, as Ruatoria pick up the tempo as well. Run out of runners there. So they goes to the ground with the ball there. Looks like Uawa hands in there. I'd say they'll be unlucky. Lucky the referee was on the wrong side there. Ruatoria look to break down the left-hand flank there. So Ruatoria in good position now, holding on to the ball well for a few phases there as they charge into the opposition and regather the ball again. Looks like that's going to be their player. Scudder takes a nice hit up the front as Kirikiri tackles him. Good tackle there. Can't roll away there. Kirikiri, the ref should be looking to penalise someone there. Yes, although he was jammed in there, had to look like he had his head in one of those chop your head off things, guillotine. His head was sandwiched between two huge buttocks there. There was no way he was getting out of there. But as the rules say, you got to get out, even if you can't, which is sort of a silly rule. It's like telling him he's in prison, but get out, walk out, and you can't, because he's stuck right there. Been in that situation many a time. Well, different rules back then. Used to get stomped for my troubles back in the day. A few rakes. Nowadays, you're not allowed to touch anybody. All right, Ruatoria in a very good position again. Very good position to sort of attack again as they go look for a quick ball up the front. They sort of regather there, jumping too early, coming across the line there, looks like the referee's saying. Are they going to go for a quick tap? I think they should because they were getting some good momentum there, or they're going to go for a line out. They're going to try and get a little bit closer to the Uawa line, looks like, and sort of attack again. A little bit of a controversial decision, I'd say there, seeing that their line out is not functionally to peak performance, to 100% capability. There's a little bit of a roll the dice sort of move there. Although if they look for the quick ball, they haven't really found a good jumper yet. They're being challenged in the air all day from Uawa. So it was always a risky move there, kicking for touch and going for the line out, but they've got to move on here, and they're up and they've done well. Good work just after I was bagging them, and they put a lot of pressure on. Good work now, Ruatoria. They're looking like to steamroll over there. It looks like Uawa collapsing there. Not sure if the ref is seeing too much of this. He looks like he might need a few go to Specsavers or something like that. So there might be a bit of glaucoma. What's that? Glaucoma? What's that? Cataract sort of thing. As Ruatoria regather anyway, storm up and the ball's popped out, been spat out. Ref's seen something over there. Not sure what. Someone must have kicked it through, hacked it through. As Ruatoria have had this is their best chance all game. They're doing well. They're just rumbling, trusting their skill sets, trusting in each other. Believe Rua, and you can do it. It's just like the little Rika boost. I think I can. I know I can. Excellent. So Ruatoria have done well to work themselves into a good position here. Right on the sort of the Uawa line there. Must be 5 meters out at least. Good attacking opportunity. Again, I'd probably say it'll be straight out to their backs. Their number 8 doesn't look too fast. They're not a big runner like the Harley Phillips on the other side there. So yes, as they go out, dummy from the first 5 there, sort of held it back a little bit there, knock on from Uawa. Ref didn't see it. Oh, yes, he did. I take that back, ref. And any offence I caused you earlier. So good opportunity again. Momentum has shifted, whānau. Looks like Ruatoria has all the momentum now. Great start for Ruatoria to the second half. They really got this is their good opportunities to attack. Hopefully, if they can produce some good points, we'll have it close to narrow that gap, and we'll be in for a really good game of rugby. It still is a good game of rugby. But I love it when it gets in those close quarter competitions, close scores. Really puts the acid on both teams and really brings the game alive when you have good close scores. So they need, if they can score within the next 5 minutes, it'll bring it down to 17-5 possibly. And then they'll really have got their tails up then. There's the number 8 feeds out to the half, or was that Scudder as well? Oh, a little bit of an error there. I didn't know if he knocked it on. It looked like it came off the legs, but the ref said that it must have touched it with his hands. Or there's interference, sorry. Not quite sure what happened there. Must have been a little bit of interference. Offside sort of. Let's just say everything. There was something going on anyway. And so, someone did something wrong and they were penalised. And now we have Uawa sort of on their 22, their ball now, trying to get out of their 22. So apart from a couple of little errors there, Ruatoria doing very well in the second half. Just execution is not quite coming off there. As we Uawa throw the ball in. And they've lost it forward as Ruatoria regain the ball. So nice opportunity again for Ruatoria as they pile over the ball and they're looking to go blindside. Everybody wants the ball. Colin Scudder goes forward. Nice tackle there. They're sort of holding him up and bringing him down out to again. There's another runner and there's his son running with the ball again and setting it up for Ruatoria as they pass it wide now, looking to go out to use their backs. Missing out a pass. There's BJ Sydney up quick there, but they offloaded Ruatoria. Another drop ball from Ruatoria, resulting in Uawa getting the ball again, and he's left it behind the Sopawanga. Old Sopawanga. They left it behind. There was good chance to counter-attack there for Uawa, but just left the ball behind. He's probably already scoring the try under the post, reading his name in the paper. Core roles and responsibilities first, bro. Pick the ball up, then score the try. Although you were about 80 metres away from the try line, you were never quite going to get it. But anyway, Uawa. Oh, good scrum from Ruatoria. That was a very good scrum from Ruatoria. They storm him on and gets the ball out wide and he runs down and steps inside the first player. Offloads to Ben Parks, is it? As he offloads again. Nice pass and around the back. Miracle ball there from Namana. As Uawa, oh, they've lost the ball now. Uawa is one of their forwards drives through. Oh, Blackman, but they can't sort of regather it. Some good work there from Uawa, only to be sort of lost in the last sort of plays as Ruatoria kicks it right down to the Uawa try line again. So good work actually from Ruatoria to put the pressure back onto Uawa. As that chase is pretty good from Ruatoria, although Sydney steps up the middle. A bit of a pirouette there, bit of ballerina in a previous life there, Sydney. So as he pirouettes and fends off, and now they're running again. There's Whakataka on the wing. Oh, good hit. He lost the ball. That was a very good hit there from Ruatoria. That's Walker. Walker smashed Whakataka there, and a very good hit, causing him to lose the ball. Let me get a slow-mo replay. We might get some good screwed up faces on Whakataka's face there. Excellent. So great attack, and that was a brilliant tackle to end that attack though. As we're going over here, the old official on the other side with the flag has come on again. How do we know this guy's official? He's got a lot to say anyway. I recognise him. What's his name? Colin Shanks. I think it's old Colin Shanks from Poverty Bay. I'm not sure about the ref's name. He might be Grandpa Joe. Because we're not sure what's happening over here. A lot of looks like some decisions going against Uawa over there. Looks like Te Atapu Kirikiri's been pointed at. Looks like everybody's been pointed over there. Everyone's sort of turning around. It's not me. Oh, don't look at me. It wasn't me. Oh no, we're going to finally get into the bottom of it. 22 there. Is that Crawford? Pardo Crawford is what is that first name? There's Uawa, yes, Uawa getting a penalty against them. Not sure what happened. Let's just say he took someone out, and he wasn't supposed to, because that was from a resulting kick, I think. So he probably blocked the runners there. So as Ruatoria get a chance to go right downfield, he kicks a lovely kick right onto the hits this. No, that was out. Don't listen to the blue sideline ref. That looked pretty good from here. Oh, bit of somebody's listening to the players too much on that side over there. All the blue hands were pointing way back to the halfway. It looked pretty good to me from 100 metres away. It looked like it sort of bounced right into that corner, over that corner flag. So that tells me that should have been out. So now we have a scrum right on halfway for Uawa. Good scrum again from Ruatoria, really putting the pressure on now at scrum time. Their scrum was looking to start dominating actually. Last couple of scrums they've done very well, and they've received a penalty from it. So what happens when you have good scrummaging? Good scrums result in pressure on the opposition, causing handling errors, and that's exactly what we just saw there. I'm a lover of scrums myself. Not necessarily the long time it takes to put them down these days, but scrummaging in general. As Stormy Moran looks like he played a hand in that one. They're going to give that out. Possibly could have been a scrum 5. I possibly thought they just said that when it hit the flag last time, Stormy Moran jumped up, hit the ball, and it hit that flag again. So that indicates to me that when dead off Uawa hands, resulting that should be possibly a scrum, in my expert amateur opinion. But anyway, Rua still have the ball. So if they can get this, they've thrown it straight to the blue hands, as Stormy Moran can't just quite hold on to it, and he's taking it out, gifting them another line out, a replay of their line out. So hopefully they execute this one a bit better than the last one. As I said, that would have been much better for them to have a scrum. They're dominating the scrums in the last few. The line out's still a little bit shaky. Standing on shaky ground. Ruatoria. Oh, they've got the scrum. They've got the scrum. That's what they want. They'll be, I'd say they'll be keen for a bit of a push over there, put the asset on Uawa, but Uawa should probably know that by now after the last few scrums, so they'll be looking to hold up strongly. Good scrum, nice even scrum there, good pressure, nice steady scrum, good platform for the halfback. Harrison feeds it out to his backs. As the first 5 looks to go through himself, he doesn't want to release it, looks like. He was very lucky not to get penalised there, I think, the first 5. As Ruatoria retain the ball again. He's being held up there by the blue defenders. They're recollecting themselves and getting themselves set again, looking for a pick and go off the back of that ruck there. As they look like they're going to pick and go. That's their preferred option at the moment, I'd say. Pick and go, pick and go. Here we go. Ploughing into the defence. They're looking pretty strong, actually, Ruatoria, as Uawa are clambering all over the top of everybody. Not sure that it looks legal from 100 metres away. Looks like they could be in danger of getting a penalty here, Uawa, against them. As Ruatoria look to rumble it, they're picking and going, they're making incremental steps there, making centimetres, although they possibly lost it. No, nobody's looking too excited on the Uawa side there as they get a penalty against them. So we've got Ruatoria right in the corner, some excellent sort of charging play there, some good defence from Uawa to stop the sort of driving pick and go there as Nubly picks himself off the ground. The last man there must have been, so we'll say that he made the offence there. And so now resulting in Ruatoria and a penalty a couple of metres out. Looks like the tap and go could be on. Who wants it? Where's the runners? Let's hopefully we get a try. We'd love to see Ruatoria get a try. Get some, do the mahi, get the treats. Ruatoria. Uawa, 17-0. Barry Cup 2017. Uawa domain. Rain pelting down. Great crowd in attendance. Cameraman getting dripping wet. Doing a fantastic job, the cameraman Dexter Waru there. He's a bit of an everywhere man. As Ruatoria look to attack again. Up the middle, we're using their littlest man to try and charge up. Not sure that's a good option, but they'll retain the ball. We want to look for some big popos. Where's the big popos to rumble it up for you? There we go, Colin Scudder. Oh, and a good retention there from the Ruatoria ones. I'm not sure they've got the backs aren't looking too keen at the moment. It looks like they might want to keep it in their forwards, I'd say. Their forwards are starting to really sort of pick up momentum and get some good drives going on. Might be the best option at the moment unless they can create some numbers really wide. They haven't really sort of capitalised on any of their movements wide so far. So Ruatoria is still in a good position now as they rumble it again. One-off runners off the halfback now. Looking to, yes, here we go, some more run-offs. That's much better. Just hold on to the ball, Ruatoria. Never mind trying to pass it too much. Scudder, nice hit up. Good, hard whiff from the Uawa defence there. There's the Ruatoria again. Oh, looked a little bit high, that tackle there, I'd say. He'd be lucky not to get a red card there. That was Kernahan as they spread it wide, Ruatoria. They've come up quickly, Uawa. Where they backed him, not too sure. Ref didn't see anything. Oh, as he pulls it up for something. Yes, I think he's seen another infringement from the Uawa man. I think they might. Is he reaching to his pocket? Yellow card, ref. Yellow card. I'm not sure whatever happened. Yes, swinging arm. Swinging arm. Someone's going to the bin. Oh, yes. Who was it? Kernahan. Oh, no, ref. I didn't. It wasn't me. His face fell into my arm, ref. Not sure how. Bit of a swinging arm there, but Kernahan's been given 10 minutes in the bin. Excellent. This just really doubles Ruatoria's chances now. Down to 14 men. Uawa. Ruatoria really have to capitalise on this now. A forward out, so really you think they want to muscle up in the scrum. Make sure they set some good platform. Take it out the backs and then feed it back to their forwards. Maybe even an 8-9 drive there. There's a nice big blind side. They're actually quite in the middle of the field, so going either way. I'd say possibly on this right side near me could be the good chance. 8-9, good old 8-9 off the back of the scrum. Would be a fan. There we go, 8-9. Out to the, oh, nice around the back. How's your father one again? Oh, ball's lost free, kick free. Oh, straight into the arms of Punamanuel there. As Ruatoria now looking to roll again. Good momentum now. It's changing all the time. As Colin Feely plays the biggest halfback in the world. Oh, and a brilliant tackle there. Great tackle from Crawford, is it? It's Parani. Oh, the wrecking ball. Just dropped the ball. If that was a pig, he wouldn't have dropped it. Or a deer. Or a Cody's. So, some good play happening right now. Again, Ruatoria with all the momentum. 14, they're playing 14 now for at least another 9 minutes. So this is their time. They really have to score. They really have to make use of this time. They've had to bring one of the backs in now. Oh, there we go. One of the backs has had to come into the scrum. Get a decent platform set, boys. You've got numbers out there somewhere. Hey, they only got... They're one man down in their backs are in the forwards. So this is a perfect try scoring opportunity. Oh no, sorry. Take that back. Uawa's got the ball. Uawa's got the ball. As Uawa look to attack from in there, 22. Sopuanga. Oh, Sopuanga, Kelvin Sopuanga. Oh, they offload. Oh, and it's knocked down, was it? Not sure what happened there. As Ratahi kicks it through, and he's chasing well, Ratahi. I'm not sure who's going back there. He looks to clear it there, one of the Uawa players, and does a fair job considering the pressure that was being put on him. Ruatoria have the ball, and they're looking to make a quick throw, and I'd say that was not straight, ref. Quick throw. Oh, it looks like everyone's sort of holding up, not sure what's going on. Everyone's a bit tired out there. They're a bit boom. It looks like fatigue is setting in. As Ruatoria, oh, nice little hands from Ruatoria there. As they sort of fumble it again. Oh, Ratahi made a few mistakes today. As Tepihi fairly keeps the power running, legs pumping. Very strong run into Tepihi fairly as they get it off to Harley Phillips. Now he's trying to put on his impression of a winger, of a 120 kilo winger. The Jonah Lomu winger, the Harley Phillips. There's a good whistle for the ball. As the Ruatoria unlucky not to be able to come away with that one. I thought that was pretty good play there. Not sure what the ref is indicating here. Penalty for someone coming in offside possibly. As BJ Sydney finds it all very funny. As having a good little chit chat with the ref or one of the opposition players, inviting him over for tea and biscuits. So Uawa will have the ball now as old Kelvin Sopuanga. Kicks it first time Uawa's been in Ruatoria half for a while. So they'll be back into the attack now. Again, Uawa with 14 players. Right in front of us here, a couple of old stalwarts there. Charlie Harrison, East Coast legend. Colin Scudder, YMP, all day. So good challenge so far today, Whānau. Uawa doing very well, 17-0 still. Short line out. Put money on Harley Phillips getting this ball from this line out. Sort of juggling around. Oh, pass it. Oh, it looked like they had a good set up there. They could have sort of. Narman, I wanted that and I wanted to go for right as gets piggybacked over there. But a whale rider going on over there. A nice little run there or play from the backs. As a big, strong-looking number 6 there sort of wrestles his way around in the middle of the field there. Davidson passes to Phillips. Short ball to big fella. The big fella who gets stopped short. Some good defense there from Ruatoria. As Sopuanga, look, another kick of Sopuanga Styles. Ratahi sort of having a little bit of a mere game today. Can't sort of buy a catch. He can't get a catch, no, can't catch a break or a ball at the moment. Again, some not the best conditions to play in, so some good option taking there, putting the ball up, putting pressure on. You know, there's always a bit of a chance that they're going to drop it, just considering the conditions. So some good thinking going out there, some good and execution of the skills there. As Uawa have the ball again. So they're right in the Ruatoria half. As the Uawa backs are set nicely, they're going to go right. Oh no, they're bringing it. No, halfback didn't really know what was going on either. Old Sopuanga was too jinky and tricky. Oh, he's jinked through the middle though. Oh, Kelvin Sopuanga. Oh, there he goes. Nice work there. Had everybody bamboozled. Nobody knew what was going on as Kiriyama Blackman flings it wide to his players out on the left as Layman Davies, here's a big ball, runs forward. His first touch of the game, I think, there for Layman Davies. Is, nice wide ball, not sure who that is out there. As, nice in and away, bit of a fade. Beautiful work there from the winger. Excellent winger. Excellent action there. Is that Michael Ferris? Nah, Stewart. Oh, Tawhai Stewart. Oh, beautiful work from Tawhai Stewart. Tawhai. We'll just say Stewart. Oh, Stewart. Some great finishing there from the winger. Bit of an in and away. Had him thinking he was coming in and then blew him away. With the chink to the right, to the corner, dive, try time. $2 on the kick. Here we go. Somebody wants to give me some money. I don't get paid till next week, so I can't give you $2 for another week. I'll give you some installments, 50 cents every fortnight. I reckon actually he's going to miss this one. I don't think he's going to get this one. It's a bit too hard. It's right on the corner. Yep, he's going to miss. And it's a forward trying to kick. Oh, he's done not very well. As expected, I'm right again. Been able to call them well so far as we got a big mountain of a man walking my way and the man in the orange jacket. Are you coming to threaten my life? Are you coming to threaten my life? Didn't do it, officer.
How's the sponsor's product, alright?
As Uawa have the ball now from the kickoff of Ruatoria kickoff. In the middle of the field now, Uawa. Is here old Kelvin Sopwonga with his trademark chip. Beautiful, he's got such beautiful control of that little chip. So excellent little work from the first five there. He's had a bit of a very good game there with the boot anyway, the first five. Been able to control it at will. He's got the ball on a string. So some good play there from Uawa, just to take the heat off, give their forwards a bit of a rest. They've been struggling hard, both forward packs. It's been a good tussle up front. Getting some territory, winning some territory. Ruatoria have the ball here. Oh yes, nice ball there from Ruatoria. Good line out there for Ruatoria as they look to attack in the middle, and they're going to use the boot. Not a very good boot there, although Ruatoria have dropped it now. But they clean it up sort of all right as BJ Sydney looks to attack down the sideline now. Chip and chase again. Beautiful catch there from the Ruatoria man. That was an excellent gather. Scooped that, slid right into that off the ground. That was brilliant. As Harrison looks to attack on the blind side now. Ruatoria regather and go forward again. Really good and picked up their intensity, Ruatoria, this half. They're doing really well. Some good drive forward, just a few little errors just letting them down. But you can't, they've done really well to pick up the intensity anyway. So scrum now. Running out of words to say. Confusing and bamboozling myself. Yeah. Any Sky executives out there want a new commentator? I'm your man. I'll work cheap. Here we go. As Ruatoria attack, kick it downfield again. Not a bad kick actually. Put the pressure on, turn Sydney around, right on his try line almost. He's got plenty of time to kick this out though. And he does did a fair kick though, but didn't quite go out. As Ratahi has it now. He's past Ratahi. You have dropped it quite a few times now. As he looks to attack up the middle. Secured the ball though, so not too bad. As Ruatoria kicking the ball away. I don't think that was a very good option. You haven't had the ball, you want to keep on. Good tackle, but good pass there. There's the peaky fella, 26. Look at another man mountain. As they pass it out to Sopwonga, Kelvin Sopwonga back inside. Nobody wants it. They don't want the try. As they jump on him, they're going to let him up. Uawa had all the numbers, couldn't finish it off. But it was a walk in the park there. And my twins would have finished that. Some good play though from Uawa. Just poor execution in the last pass there. Just went to nobody. Possibly could have gone himself again. Weak conditions, back yourself, take the tackle, set up for the next man coming through. There we go, so Ruatoria just look to clear the ball. Haven't been really in this position too much this half there, Ruatoria. Oh, good scrum from Uawa. Could put big pressure on there from Uawa. Ruatoria going back at a hell of a rate. But they've cleaned it up sort of okay now. Charlie Harrison right in the middle there. Ruatoria sort of still attacking. And they cleared it, have they? It's going to make the touchline. Yes, it's going to make the touchline as our man Stewart on the sideline. He looks to quick line up, but nobody there. Okay, another good attacking opportunity here for Uawa. Well, actually one of the few they've had on in the second half. They haven't really been down here too much. I think Sopwonga's going to do the kick to the corner, All Black styles. Since he's All Black, I don't know where this guy Calvin Sopwonga. No, he's going to pass it this time. Out to Pihi Fairley. Oh, good. Oh, not held in the tackles. Keeps going to Pihi Fairley. He's not much of a passer, but boy, can he run. That's knowing your skill set. He knows he can't pass too well, so just run. Did a good job there to be here, Fairley, and they had a few forwards to back him up there. Made quite a few metres there after busting the first tackle. Good work there, Blue. Have they held on to the ball? Oh, I think the Simbin 2 will be over soon. So Ruatoria haven't been able to make use of the Simbinning opportunity that they've been given. They've been actually spent the last sort of 7 minutes in their own half. So unfortunate waste of Simbinning there has come to no effect. With Uawa hard on attack. So hard on attack right inside the 22 there. I don't think they're going to do it 8-9 this time. It's just going to go. They're going to try and rumble it up in the forwards now. They're going to try and take their scrum all the way through. They've got some confidence from their last scrum. So here they are pushing. That is a very good scrum. It's come loose. Charlie Harrison dove straight on it. The ref's not sure what's happened either. He's a bit confused. Oh, confussed. He's a bit confussed, the ref. And the assistant referee, Colin Shanks, again coming on to give him some advice. Poverty Bay representing today in all the official positions. Although Nigel McGranigan on the touchline on this side here. I'm not sure they're going to listen to him. They'll think that he's Uawa bias. But he might try and give us 10 cents worth anyway. There's Uawa again. Excellent tackling opportunity. They'll probably look, my money is on them scrumming it again. Holding it in the scrum, pushing forward to try and get a pushover try. They'll have got some confidence maybe. Half is there, sit, ready, so they're not ready to blitz. That's turning. They want to get that out now, Uawa. So it's straight out to Sopwonga, out to Piki Fala, and out to Sydney. Good pressure there from the Ruatoria players. Excellent pressure from the backs there. Oh, a little bit harsh there, ref, I thought. I'm not sure we saw the same thing there. Looked like that was a straight knock-on lost ball from Uawa. I know it could be wrong, mate. Obviously went back off. Obviously went forward off a red hand. Ref's closer than me. So give him the benefit of the doubt this time. So again, even better position now. They can go both ways. Which way will they go? They're stacked on the left-hand side here. Left-hand heavy on my side here, attacking the Township try line. I'd say they want to let this go maybe 8-9 again. Yes, there he goes, number 8. Oh, and he jinx and some brilliant footwork again from Kelvin Smith Sopwonga. But the last pass was terrible. Just floated over the top into touch, forward as well. So I've let Ruatoria off the hook again. And Ruatoria now looking to get out of their own half. They've been defending pretty stoutly though, Ruatoria. Done a pretty good job so far in this second half. No points conceded. Oh, there's a good scrum again from Uawa, really finding their rhythm in the scrums. There's a brilliant charge down, but dead. Good charge down, not sure what happened there. Ref said something else happened. Not sure what's going on. Ref's going to make them have another scrum. A little bit messy now. Probably getting a bit cold, some of these players. Not the nicest conditions to be in. But it's not the worst conditions to have been in. So again, Uawa being afforded all the opportunities right now in the last 5-10 minutes. Momentum shifted again. Uawa hot on attack. Oh, bit of a collapse there for thought there. Referee missed that one there. Someone went down to the knees. Early tackle on Phillips there. A loss forward from Uawa. Ruatoria regather the ball as they're stuck on the ground. He looked like he was stuck in the mud, ripped free from his clutches there. Oh, I can see Kernahan's back on, so he's obviously served his time in the bin. It's scrum down to Ruatoria. Pretty good game actually considering the conditions. Both teams trying to chance their arm a bit. Trying to still play running rugby. Does help the field's not muddy, so that's all good. Sandy field here in the Uawa domain drains away pretty much nicely after heavy rains. As Harrison feeds the Ruatoria scrum, and they go backwards again, Ruatoria, so they've lost a little bit of momentum in the scrum since they were dominating in their first half, and it seems like they've lost a little bit of power. Or Uawa have gained some power as their first 5 dummies. Oh, they've put some risky stuff here. Some risky stuff they're running in, but they're doing really well. They've done really well with Ruatoria to get out of their own half. And this, beautiful kick has sent them right into the Uawa half. As Uawa, do they look for a quick line-out throw, do they? No, good pressure, good chasing from the Ruatoria backs there. So that was a very good kick. Very good kick, very good play to get out of some risky stuff, high-risk situation. As Ruatoria regather the ball. Some silly throw there from the Uawa players, I'd say. And as they fling it out wide, nobody seems to catch the ball, skids along the ground. And here we go, number 15 for Ruatoria. Looks like he's unmarked. He gets the pass out, and he can't quite gather it properly. He falls and slides nearly into the sideline. As Ruatoria are on attack now, and they've got a couple of runners there now. Good little drive, sort of taking out the players there for Uawa. Ruatoria setting up. They'll do well to get it out, have another couple of the runners off there. So there's number 20 for Ruatoria. Oh, big Layman Daly monsters him, swallows him whole. It's like Jonah and the whale. Massive. Absolutely swamped him in that tackle there. Ruatoria given a penalty again as they're going to look to tap. Bit of fatigue, Whānau, nobody wants to get it. Oh yes, here we go, got some runners now. They're charging up, they missed tackles. Good drive there from the number 18 in Ruatoria. Very good run there as he bustles his way through the forward pack, and the forwards get up behind him and support him there. As they charge again, that's got them reinvigorated again now, so they can see their try line now. White line fever, they can see it. They can reach out and touch it. Held up call there. Some good driving there from Ruatoria. Some good play, good quick play there. Good couple of storming surges. The 18's doing actually pretty well for the Ruatoria. Been having a very good game, that number 18. Always ready to run. Here they go, tap again. 18 looks ready again. Who's ready? Who wants it? 18 who wants it again. This time I want to go for it all the way. Namana holds them up. As they drive him over the try line. But I'd say that's held up again. Some good defense there from Uawa. Good intent showing from Ruatoria. They want to score a try. Held up's going to be a scrum down. Ruatoria ball. $17-0 still, Whānau. Harrison puts in the ball. Oh, good pressure again. Uawa's really getting into their rhythm now, all right, as they go blindside. And that's a nice move there. Oh, just regathers, nearly lost the ball there, number 20. And they set up again. So here we go. Bishop is in. Charges in. Nice solid in there. Oh no, he's been held up. He hasn't released him, ref. He's got to release him, ref. Got to release the tackler. Finally they've got some order back in there. As Ruatoria charge up again. Oh, he's lost it forward. They're going to spread it wide. If they can get some good hands here, they could be away. Phillips takes it himself. Can the big fella go all the way? It's Calvin Sopuanga. Sopuanga. He could go all the way. What? Way to take the opportunity, Uawa. That was a good, made the most of that mistake there from Ruatoria. Ruatoria hot on attack there. Spilled the ball in the last sort of play there. Uawa were quick enough to sort of spread it wide. Phillips charged out his normal dummy and run. They should know that by now. Whenever I see him, I know not to tackle him with his dummy pass. I mean, to tackle him. Just tackle him anyway. So, and then passed it out to Sopwanga. Calvin, who was able to sort of use his pace to get the boys home in the end. Try time, so that makes it, my maths is not too good, 17 plus 5. 22, will he get this? This looks like a sitter. I'm going to put my money on, he's going to get this one. So, oh, no, he misses. It's my first loss for the day. Oh, and that's the game, folks. They've called time on the game. Uawa will hold on to the Barry Cup again. Join us next week, whānau. We'll be back again. Good challenge from Ruatoria, but have just come up short in the final stages. Couldn't quite put it together. Very good game though. Uawa was showing their class and their desire to win. So they retain the cup again. 2 more challenges for them, and they will hold it for another year. Well done, Uawa. 22, 23-4, 24-0 as they embrace each other in the middle of the field. It's all about whānau. Right, nō reira. E te iwi. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou koutou. See you guys next week.